Good morning, folks. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to my 2004 GMC Envoy. And this may be the very last time we make a video in this car because we're headed down the road to a little town called Rockingham in North Carolina to take a look at possibly the new ride. We are cruising now at about almost 316,000 miles on the odometer, and if you've been a follower of the channel for quite some time, you may remember that well, I talked about it a while ago, but the odometer was, or the whole instrument cluster was replaced by the original dealer that I bought this car from in Charlotte, North Carolina, or near Charlotte, around 50,000 miles. And for whatever reason, the dealer did not reset the odometer to the mileage that it was when I took it in, which was right around 50,000 miles. And so when I picked the car up from that servicing, the odometer was showing 0 miles. So that said, we are actually looking at about 366,000 miles on this car. This is the original engine, original transmission, and you know, I feel like it's just about time. New year, possibly a new car. So we're gonna head down the road. I've got about 30 more minutes here in the car before we get to the dealership, and when we get there, I'll show you what we're looking at. Definitely gonna take a walk around the car. You know, I've spent, gosh, probably the past 2, 3, 4 weeks looking on Marketplace, looking on, you know, various websites like Auto Tempest, you know, looking at all sorts of cars, and this one just last night popped up, and it spoke to me. It's got everything I've been looking for. It's got a clean Carfax, you know, only 2 owners, no accidents, and you know, I don't know, it could be the one, guys. It could be the one. So let's go take a look at it. I'll bring you guys along, and we'll see if we're driving home in a new car. Stay tuned. Well, we just left Diefenbach, hope I pronounced that right, Diefenbach Chevrolet GM Superstore, and guys, that was a success. It is a 2019 GMC Yukon XL, so decided to go with the XL version, needed more space, and we'll do a full walk around, a full tour of the truck once we get it home and cleaned up and shined up and everything. But first of all, definitely would recommend Diefenbach Chevrolet GM Superstore to any of you guys looking for a new or used car. I'll put a link to their website down below, but also shout out to Eric, the sales associate, who's helping me with the car. Great guy, you know, super accommodating, even so much that they let me put, or not me, but the service manager let me inspect the truck. They put it up on their lift in their shop, and was able to do a walk around, you know, underneath the car inspection. And I'm really glad I did that. So if you guys are looking to buy a car, definitely would recommend a pre-purchase inspection. But you know, being out of town, I didn't know any mechanics around town, so just took it upon myself to take a look underneath the car. And again, I'm glad I did, because when we were looking at the underside of the car, the frame rails and everything was, I mean, practically rust free. The transfer case, differential, everything was bone dry. However, we did notice, or I noticed, a small drop of oil on the oil filter and a little oil wetness around the, I don't know what what they call it, the secondary or the lower oil pan. But again, shout out to the guys at Diffenbach, because the service manager took a look at it. One of their senior mechanics took a look at it, and everybody agreed that it was the oil pan gasket. And without hesitation, those guys said, we'll fix it. We'll take care of you. We'll get it right. It will take about 24 hours, you know, for RTV to cure and everything, but we're going to get it right for you. You know, I'm about 2 hours away, and they're actually going to deliver the truck to me. So for now, we just got to wait. Now, it'll be probably tomorrow or the next day before I get the truck back at the house. But once it gets there, once they get everything delivered, dropped off, I'm going to take you guys on a full tour of the new rig for me, for my family, and for this channel. You know, for now, I've got 2 more hours of cruising time in the old Envoy. You know, it has definitely been a great ride. I've done a lot, I had a lot of great memories with this truck. And I don't want to ramble on too much, but you guys and I have spent a lot of time under the hood with this truck. But I think now it is time, well, now it's definitely time to let it go, because my wife's not going to let me keep the Envoy and the Yukon in the driveway. So stay tuned. We're going to do a full tour here in just a minute, but in a few days, once the truck gets back to the house, and I'll show you all the details of my new to me 2019 Yukon XL. Well, guys, as Chris Fix always says, out with the old and in with the new. Here it is. Here is my 2019 GMC Yukon XL. Let's take a walk around. I want to show you this new rig. All right, guys, so quick walk around the front. Let's just take a look at it. This is 2019 GMC Yukon XL in Summit White with a 22-inch chrome wheels, running boards. Those are not the automatic running boards. I did not want those. And it is appointed with I think it has like the premium package on it, but it is appointed with perforated leather seats. It does have, let me jump up in here with you guys. It does have both heated and cooled seats. It's got something I've never had before, heated steering wheel. That was really cool. Really nice feature on, you know, sub-freezing mornings. Let's see, what else? You know, push to start, obviously, and it does have sunroof. It is four-wheel drive. I did want four-wheel drive. Has automatic tailgate lift. And then coming into the back here, one thing I absolutely had to have was the captain's chairs in the middle row. As I mentioned before, I've got 3 kids, so 2 of them are in car seats, booster seats, and I wanted them to be able to have, you know, easy access to get in, to get buckled up all by themselves. So got the captain's chairs in the back, and the feature that the kids really love are the dual screens, TVs, DVD players, in the ceiling. Really nice. Obviously it has the rear air condition. Just made a video a little while ago. I had to replace the ceiling vent over on the driver's side because it was busted. Actually, I'm sorry, it was that one back there that I had to replace because it was busted. That was a super easy fix. Check that video out if you need to learn how to replace that vent. And then this little armrest cap, that's just a simple push. Picked up some caps there from Amazon. Another feature about this truck that I didn't know it had until I got to the dealership was the all-weather floor mats. So it has WeatherTech floor mats all throughout, even in the back. So WeatherTech floor mats, even in the back. Again, all the storage that I think I could ever need. It does have a trailer hitch, and not that I would necessarily ever use it, but it does have an integrated trailer brake. I've never used one of these, but I guess if you have a trailer with a brake, you can adjust the gain on the trailer brake from right here at the driver's Driver's seat, it does have power steering, or power steering, of course it has power steering. It has power steering controls to move the steering wheel up and down, has power pedals, so you can move the pedals back and forth. One of, actually the first upgrade or modification that I did was I installed this AFM DFM disabler module, and all that simply does is it keeps the engine from coming out of and into the 4-cylinder mode, active fuel management. So it just keeps it running in V8 the entire time. And from what I've read, that helps prolong the life of the engine, because these things apparently are notorious for lifter failure, engine failure, because of the AFM, and so it's kind of a preventative thing there. And speaking of engines, let's take a look at this big V8. This is the 5.3 L83 engine. You will notice the second modification that I've done to this car, to this engine, was I installed this air oil separator. This is a K&N air oil separator, and it just plugs right in to the PCV system. That was a pretty quick installation, and again, really just trying to help with engine health and engine life. All in all, really clean engine. So another thing that really drew me to this truck was the clean Carfax. Had a clean title, no accidents, 2-owner. And as I said, the Carfax was clean, and the maintenance was meticulous on the engine, on the car. So really felt good about this car and the previous ownership. And after giving it a once over at the dealership, I felt really good about the car. So guys, there it is. There is my new to me 2019 GMC Yukon XL that will be replacing the tried and true Yukon. I'm sorry, the Yukon is replacing the Envoy that I've had for the past 18 years. I'm gonna miss that truck, but it was time, and I'm really excited to get into this Yukon and see what all it can do for us. So with that, guys, that is gonna end this video. As always, thank you for stopping by, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.